Greetings everyone, I hope you are well. My name is Nick, on the Commodore Amiga. I'm looking at a game called Bram Stoker's Dracula, published by Psygnosis in 1994. Quite evil and spooky music so far, so hopefully we're in for a treat here. It's a horror game, it's a horror beat 'em up, a horizontal scroller, based on the novel Dracula loosely, from way back in 1897 by Bram Stoker. Dracula, now look at this, shrouded by the mist from Dracula's castle as a small tavern, mad gypsies and rodents have to be fought off before destroying one of the brides of Dracula. So it's chapter 1, each level represents a chapter, I suppose, of the book. We're some lone nincompoop that's wandered into this place and we need to trace the bride of Dracula and, kill her. Right, so here I am, let's get used to the controls. I've got punching and kicking, this looks quite interesting. Lives down the left, we've got our strength vial on the right, represented by that pot of blood, which I'd imagine correctly go down. Kick that thing, it looks like a weird hand, like it was in the Addams Family. Diddly-did, diddly-did, etc. This isn't expert gameplay, this is how you would have got on your first and second go. Dodgy gameplay, nincompoop chat, is that a mad gypsy? Let's do a few kicks and then walk off, that might be a good idea. I really want to do a punch, to be honest with you. Right, there's a bat there as well flying about the place. That's pretty good animation so far. The controls feel a little bit clunky, but maybe I'll get hold of them. Right, now to go down that staircase. So yes, it's trying to be representative how you got on your first and second go. Now something's gone wrong already. There's a bat we need to kill, but it's somehow got behind the wall. Why is that? Have you had this game back in the day? Let me know. It's about vampires, so I presume it's trying to be like Castlevania. Initially it doesn't feel as good as Castlevania, but the guys dress up a little bit like Han Solo from Star Wars. Why is that? Maybe the Millennium Falcon is parked outside. Yes, Count Dracula, he's from... Am I going to be able to kill this thing? Count Dracula, he's from Transylvania. Apparently he moved to Whitby and caused some trouble there in the UK. But he's from Transylvania, so he's very, very scary indeed. The only other people from Transylvania I can think of are the Cheeky Girls, which were some sort of like weird double girl group that sung songs like Touch My Bum and We Are the Cheeky Girls. If you've never heard of them, then well done you. Don't look them up because you're better not knowing about them. We are the Cheeky Girls, you are a cheeky vampire. Da, 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 da. That's enough about Transylvania. There. So, novel from 1897. They took a while to make the game in 1994. Slow coaches. Transylvania, this is not. Now, I can't seem to be able to get down these stairs. Well, there must be a trick to doing this. I'm pressing down. Nothing's really happening. Come on, Han Solo. He made the Kessel Run in something parsecs, and now he can't even go down a flight of stairs. Horror beat 'em up. Horizontal scroller. Now please subscribe if you haven't already. It's all about stress busting and having a little bit of fun. Sometimes I get a bit of stick for not playing the games properly. Well, I always continuously say, and always say, it's not a walkthrough. But some people just don't get it, but never mind. Count Dracula, he's scared of garlic and he can't see himself in a mirror. So that's a flaw, isn't it? He's always got this perfect centre parting. Oh, why can't I get down here? He's always got this perfect centre parting down the centre of his head, but how can he get that done if he can't see his reflection in a mirror? That'd be blooming awkward. That's a flaw in the plot, and down we go. Let's kick the... I think you have to press down just before the staircase, and then you're away. So that takes some doing. Other famous counts, Count Dooku from Star Wars, played by Christopher Lee. He also played Count Dracula, and the Count from Sesame Street, who likes to count things. 1, ha 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 ha. And of course there's that Twilight Saga. And Tom Cruise was in a... Oh my god, another one of these. Tom Cruise was in one, having an interview. Cheeky Girls, not quite so in one. Well, now growing up as a kid, I was into the Hammer House horror movies, which were fantastic. Dracula often featured in there, as did Frankenstein and The Mummy. What's that? Oh, right, so see, I've got my blood back. Good. So it's about navigation, this. There was one in Hammer House Horror where there was a Count Alucard. No one realised that was Count Dracula spelt backwards. Nincompoops. How could you not know that? So at the moment then, it's okay, this. I wouldn't mind it as a cover disc. I don't know if I'd like to pay serious money for it. The fighting is extremely awkward. Right, I've got that cross there. Right, is that going to help me scare Dracula away? I hope so. So there's a number of chapters in this. I think it can get samey quite quick. I do like the movements. I'm getting some distance as a newbie. I'm not dying straight away, so that is something. If you have completed the game, then let me know in the comment section below. As I say normally, I stay away from the reviews that exist to see they might have slated it, they might have loved it, but I don't want to be influenced by that. I want to give my honest opinion of what I think as a newbie noob playing away. And you know, it could do an extra bit of atmospheric sound here and there. Seems to be slightly below what you would expect from Psygnosis, but you know, I'm gradually being drawn in to the folklore of Dracula. And there's not many games you could punch a bat in the face and it falls out the sky. I don't know why a vampire will be attacking me. I don't know. Count Dracula, I want to suck your blood, or suck your neck where the blood comes out of. But I don't know why he keeps you know, having to drink blood. He only comes out at night. If sunlight hits him, he turns to dust, and he likes to sleep in a coffin. But yes, it's dangerous sleeping in a coffin because you might get buried and get stuck there. Is this person supposed to look like Han Solo? It's just I'm sure that's just a coincidence. You could take this character and put him in a Star Wars game, and people would believe him as Han Solo, although he hasn't got that stripe down his leg. Do 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 do. I bet Chewbacca would totally rip Dracula to shreds. Anywho, Count Dracula can turn into a bat. I don't know if he did that in the novel at all, but I've never read the novel of 1897, so there we go. Put your favourite Dracula type show in the description. Well, I can't put it in the description. Put it in the comment section below. There was Buffy the Vampire Slayer, wasn't there? She, you know, she likes to slay vampires at a buffet, I suppose. A pizza on there, sausages. If you are currently slaying a vampire at a buffet, then comment below. Maybe they're taking too much food or something, or complaining there's no strawberry jam, and, you know. Right, so we're investigating this castle or this house to try and find the Bride of Frankenstein. No, not Bride of Frankenstein, that's something different. Bride of Dracula and I think Killer, right. So Dracula won't be pleased about that. I don't know why. I mean, in the novel, I understand there's a private investigator or some twit, and Dracula follows him to the seaside town of Whitby. And the only thing I know about the seaside town of Whitby is a comedy show was set there called The British Empire, starring Chris Barry, some hapless twit who ran a leisure centre. Right, what's this? Well, that's something at least. Right, lives 4. I've got plenty of lives, so you know, although this game's getting a little bit boring, there's plenty of mileage to it. If it had lots and lots of atmosphere, it could move into a Silent Hill sort of territory that was on the PlayStation. It was very successful. But funnily enough, I'm getting more play out of this than I did the original Silent Hill on the PlayStation 1. Atmospheric as it was, got great ratings. So I do a bit of... Oh God, I'm going to die here. I'm like, no, he's dead. Right, this is going quite well. Yeah, the one complaint is it could get boring after a while. It's no Castlevania. Castlevania is much more as another Crossroads. I'm collecting those. Castlevania is a lot more exciting than this game, one has to say. So if you compare the two, Castlevania absolutely trounces it. But, you know, for a few goes, every now and again, it's not too bad. But, yeah, it's not up to normal Psygnosis fare. I've died. I've got to start all over again, have I? Oh, no. Let's go through here. Hopefully, the enemies look like they regenerate between lives. Come on, if I can get off Chapter 1, that'd be quite good, wouldn't it? Can he do it? If you want to see other Commodore Amiga games we've reviewed, there's a link to those in the description below. Or if you click on my username, that's the guy with the red hat on, that takes you to the channel page. Click on the playlist tab, and right, I'm getting good at getting upstairs. That takes you to the channel page. Click on the playlist tab, Commodore Amiga will be there along with a load of other stuff. Or when you're on the channel, if you do search, there it will search whatever's on the channel. So there we go. Right, yeah, I don't know how long this game takes to complete. We only reviews normally to be about 10 minutes long. I think I'm going to last a little bit longer than that. But I've already got to give you the general idea what's going on. It's the same enemies coming each time. Hopefully there's a bit of variety further along. But after you've completed level 1 or chapter 1 and chapter 2, I don't think there's too much incentive to keep playing. It's the same sort of thing, and you're just grinding away. Scroll is not too bad, you'd expect that from the Commodore Amiga. I like the idea of that blood vial on the right hand side gradually going down representing your lives. That seems quite generous. There's a few things to refuel you each time, but you know, Level 1, kicking that hand thing, if that indeed what it was. He's got an odd lot of walk, hasn't he? He's got his hands there. Walk along like that yourself. Is that a good way to walk? Most people be holding a phone now, be looking down. Han Solo does look like that when he's going up and down the stairs, because there's no banister rail, which is a little bit tricky. Count Dracula. How many brides did Count Dracula have anyway? He only drunk the blood of virgins, so hopefully you're safe. Let's not go there. Right, through here we go. Why did he only drink the blood of virgins? I mean, could you tell? It's a bit like that. It's a bit like that test they used to do in the 80s. Could you tell the difference between Coca-Cola and Pepsi-Cola is both on the table there, and someone blindfolded would drink both and tell you which? I don't think in the 80s they ever had a table with 2 bits of blood on it, and Count Dracula walked in and said, right, we're doing the blood test. Can you tell which one's the blood of a virgin and which one's not the blood of a virgin? Anywho, strange times. Yes, you know. Hopefully, I've never got my blood tested, so I don't know what blood group I am, but hopefully I'm B positive, because that's why I like to try and be B positive. It's a stressful world out there, and we come together if you're still here. Come together right now. We come together if you're still here. To try and stress bust and see what these games are like. We're having a bit of fun here. Let's face it, this review's always gone on far longer than it needed to. I told you the graphics, I told you the play, and I've told you what you need to do. You've already got an idea whether you want to play it or not. I've told you a load of duff facts about Count Dracula and Transylvania. I've even pushed in the cheeky girls there for you to look up if you don't want to. And, you know, I've even mentioned Christopher Lee, and now we're just playing it for a laugh, really. Christopher Lee, of course, not to get confused with Christopher Biggins. Christopher Biggins never played Count Dooku or Count Dracula. It would have been slightly different. Christopher Biggins is a UK person, was in the porridge. Why am I going on about Christopher Biggins for? This is Bram Stoker's Dracula. Get a grip, man. If you're currently trying to give a dissertation about something, have gone on a sidetrack about Christopher Biggins, then comment in the comment section below. Right, oh man. I just want to get off level 1 now. Come on, I've got enough lives. Let's just do that. I'm getting used to punching bats out the air. All these things. They're like died again. That thing out of Alien, that crawly thing that goes on your face. I think they're called a face hugger. Don't hug my face hugger. Acid for blood. Right, okay, so this is I mean, you've got so many lives in this game, it seems to be very, very generous. I imagine there's pokes, well, cheats would be for the Amiga for infinite strength as well. So what can we say about this game? Well, good graphics, atmosphere could be a bit better, a little bit flat, controls are a little bit clunky, it could be a lot better than it is. It's no Castlevania clone, but if you're into Count Dracula, you've got a bit of patience, and it's a dark, stormy night, you might get a bit of fun out of this one. But longevity, I'm not sure how much. You might play it avidly for 2 weeks and then have enough of the thing. But there's better options available. But I think this is in the genre of okay. Right, let's go in here. I can't have too much rooms left. Right, what's going on? There's nothing in here. So I feel like I'm looking for something in some of these. Different bedrooms and different bits. Come on, let's get something exciting going on. How do these bats get in? Right, well, there's a coffin there, so I kick that open. Something should happen. Oh, here we go. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Watch my blood. Oh, God. Come on, Nicky. Come on. Punch that bird. She's dead, is she? No. Right. Is that her? Yeah, I think she's dead, is she? Oh, well done. I've done level 1. Chapter 2. Taking the misty high road, you travel for 2 days and finally reach Dracula's castle. The castle is dimly lit. Well, he should have paid his electricity bill, shouldn't he, really? Go, 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 Hugo, as we load the next chapter. So I'm quite pleased with that. Shall we hang around and have a look at chapter 2? Maybe do that a little bit. Come on. Come on. 2, 3, 4. Don't sing that. That's even worse than Dracula. Scary glitter. Right, here we go. So, we're in his castle now. So that first bit must have been his outhouse. Now we're in Dracula's main gaff. We killed one of his brides. There's some sort of skeleton-looking fellow. That's it. He's doomed. So the fighting, basically, is take a punch and walk away. Take a punch and walk away again. Strength don't look particularly good here. So if I die, I'll stay to the this level now. So we're looking for coffins to blow up. To be honest with you, I think. I won't go through all of my lives. Maybe this will be my last live. Then we'll call it quits. No, actually, one more go, just to explore chapter 2. Bit boring, isn't it? Really, we need some like music. Imagine if the Ghosts and Goblins music now goes dun 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 dun. So a bit of Ghosts and Goblins music here, that would really lift it. Bom 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 bom. You can do this as well. Get ready. 1, 2, 3. Everyone. Bom 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 bom. Hope you had fun saying that. Let's do it one more time. Bom 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 bom. Anyhow, that's another lead. So, you know, we can conclude. Oh, look, who's that? Music would have lifted it then. More strength. No one was in that coffin. It was an empty coffin. Maybe Dracula sleeps there when he gets lost in the lower levels. Oh, man. I don't think the book had many kicking rats and severed hands about the place. I don't think it had many bats. That's the one flaw. Sometimes the bat can get stuck between rooms. Remember, you don't have to kill everything, because they will regenerate the next time you go up. There's that nincompoop there. Right. Let's navigate through here. Han Solo's never had a worse day than this. Well, the Rebel Alliance should bust in, shooting all over the place. R2-D2 and C-3PO. But I sense the game is completable, but you might get bored before that point. With a guide you might need to zip through. It's an exploration, side-scrolling, Count Dracula sort of thing. Not sure. Oh, that we need that. I'm not sure Bram Stoker gets paid. Oh, look. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Can't get through that door yet, so we need to unlock something else beforehand. Take that. Take that and party. Right. Okay. Can't get through there, so I saw a sound saying it's locked. We need a key or something similar. There's a spot. Maybe I'll kill that spider and it's there, but I can't get through there. So sometimes there's an enemy that stays hidden. I mean, I don't blame that spider for staying there, to be fair. Right. Yes. How long have I been playing this for? This game got far more airtime than it deserves. So it does suck you in initially then. Sucks you in like a whirlpool. If you are currently being sucked into a whirlpool, then comment in the comment section below. Especially if you're there with a vampire. Vampires got cool in Twilight. I prefer the old vampires, like, you know, Count Dracula and Ray Reardon. One of my favourite vampires of all time. I know you're going to Google Ray Reardon now, but he was a snooker player. Looks a bit like a vampire. Count Reardon. I think he was the world champion at some point. There we go. Count Dracula was never the world champion of anything. He was a lazy man that lived in a castle, drinking people's blood. Oh, man. Take that, spider. I mean, these spiders look endless. What sort of battle is it in when you're just kicking a spider? I mean, what have they done? They're just staying in it. Oh, why can't I open this door? And you walk through the door. Not on this occasion. Well, I think we will. I think we feel physically leave it here, I believe. There's nothing more I can get out of this thing. So, hope you like having a look at that one. Stuff to explore, but a little bit flat for me. It's Bram Stoker's Dracula on the Commodore Amiga, published by Psygnosis in 1994, based loosely on the same novel by Bram Stoker in 1897. Got any comments about this game, similar games, anything vampire or Commodore Amiga, then put that in the comment section below. You're more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bum 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 bum. We are the cheeky girls. You are a cheeky vampire. Da, 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 da. That's enough about Transylvania. Dun 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 dun.